Yeah, where he's like a... Yeah. The Goldberg versus Lesnar shirt is... Oy vey. Oy. That's good. See, that's a good Kurt Angle shirt. I mean, technically. Though no one curses. So it's, well, except for John Cena, I guess. But he's getting beeped on live TV. Egg? None of these other shirts are really catching me, though. I like the Rick Rude shirt, kinda. That's alright. We're gonna... Yeah, well, and then... So now we're gonna go through the clearance section. That's not actually true. It's gotta make sure the audio works, that's all. Yeah, we've changed the format now. Yeah, clearly. Mm-hmm. It was pretty good. Also, someone says that John is muted, but I don't know how that's possible for only John to not be heard. But, yeah. I'm just putting out my computer audio. So. Oh. Maybe. Weird. Oh, let's see. I think we're only hearing Art. That's actually not possible.
If I come here, I only want to hear Art.
All right.
That would be ideal. That would be a better show.
See, this is why we talk about shirts for a little bit first. Because I inevitably screw something up, so we have to fix it.
I say that now it's yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hey.
Who's paying $28 for an orange Kurt Hawkins shirt? Face the facts. No one's buying your shit.
Kurt Hawkins? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kurt Hawkins' his mom.
Kurt Hawkins, just sad Kurt Hawkins buying his own shirt.
I like this Becky Lynch shirt, though. Actually. Man.
In clearance or?
No, it's just
in general.
Yeah, but it's also like bright orange.
Wealthy Aardvark, can you hear us all now?
Oh, this Kurt Hawkins shirt is really not good.
No, is no bueno. Ooh, that Eddie Guerrero shirt is awesome, though.
Yeah.
Whoa, this Eddie shirt. $27, though. And I still have to buy the Four Horsemen thing. I'm the only person left still buying Four Horsemen shirts.
Yeah, but at least they're making them for you.
Thank God. I really would like a...
We'll tweet this out then.
Yes, please. I'm very proud
I'm not
of
getting my Brood shirts, so you're very lucky.
All right, let's see. So are we gonna go over the card of NXT, or do you just want to It seems kind of lame. NXT seems kind of lame this time, other than Asuka. Is anyone even watching it? I didn't even watch NXT this week.
I haven't watched.
No, I've seen NXT.
I've never watched NXT, so
I
not once
committed
in my
to
life.
watch all wrestling this week, and I already did not watch NXT. I feel like I did. It's just after 5 hours of WWE programming, where I already know no matches of import are going to happen because they're all happening on Sunday. It's like I don't know if I could do another hour of it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Also,
I think that's understandable.
Cassius Ohno is gross. New least favorite wrestler on NXT. The Drifter is no longer in last place.
No, he's gone. He has been kicked out.
He drifted away
to SmackDown.
You weren't a Chris Hero guy?
No. I mean, I was, but I don't like this guy. how he used to look. I don't like this guy that wears like a rip-off Dream Team 1992 jersey tucked into his pants. Like a gym teacher from
that's just his body shape
1986.
now.
He might as well just have a whistle around his neck.
He could still do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
With that theme music, he's gonna be huge.
Yeah, that's the thing. The KO.
I don't know if
gimmick,
I've heard
though.
his new one.
Oh, it's great. Go right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we gonna talk? Do you just want to like? Do we care about NXT really? We actually already have about 562 matches to talk about for WrestleMania.
Yeah, let's just move on to WrestleMania. Let's just move on to the 14-hour long WrestleMania, in my opinion.
13 matches over 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We got to wrap soon because I think the pre-show is starting in a couple hours.
Yeah. Actually, I think it already started because does Bring It to the Table count as the pre-show? They are doing that live from Orlando for some reason.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
That's like the new best show on WWE Network. It's where
What is it?
It's where some host brings fan grievances to WWE, and Corey Graves plays the part of Triple H, essentially, and like tries to explain everything. And JBL plays the part of Vince McMahon and explains why everything is being done correctly right now.
That's actually pretty...
It's an amazing
sounds
show.
Kind of good?
The first
potentially?
episode was Heyman in the Corey Graves role, but obviously they couldn't keep that up.
Dumb host. That is Hot 97's Peter Rosenberg. Thank you very
I'm
much.
sorry.
Yeah.
I only pay
right.
attention to Sam Roberts of the Jim Norton and Sam Roberts radio show.
Waiting for them to tap us for that.
Any day now, we'll be called down to Radio Row. All right. Let's see. Are you ready to talk about WrestleMania? Are we
Yeah,
as
ready as I'll ever
That's the better. Okay. Let's see. All right. Welcome to Suplex Friends, where stream friends talk pro wrestling. I'm your host, Dylan Hecht, and all the Suplex Friends got the green light, and we're ready to go. Go, go, go.
I got the red light first.
No red lights.
No?
No. I'm here with new dog father, Art Martinez-Tebble.
Hey, how you doing?
How's the puppy?
She's doing real well. She's barking at airplanes right now, which is not the best thing, but we're working on it.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
I say working on it. What we're doing is saying, "Hey, don't bark at that airplane."
That's about all you can do. Really.
That's the first step.
That's
the
it's important.
first and arguably most important step.
Yes. We're also here with someone who does not bark at airplanes, I think. John Carson.
Mr. Worldwide. That's what
right.
they call me.
And being WrestleMania season, all the part-timers have to come back for one big paycheck.
Oh, really? Is that...
So, welcome, former champion Phil Kohler. Welcome back to the podcast. It's been a while.
I'm glad. I guess I'm glad to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up that paycheck, huh?
That's right. Do you want to take a break real quick to point out a sign, or this doesn't work since you're the only one not on video? So
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. You guys just can't see it.
I believe it. Have you been watching wrestling, Phil? I have to ask.
It's been I've been pretty busy, but I have made time to watch. Like I'll either watch stuff, or try to keep up, just like reading, just reading up on what happened, reading summaries, I guess.
The important business, pulling down your Observer newsletter from the internet. So, it's time. It's time for the granddaddy of them all, which I think we're not supposed to say anymore. But I don't work for WWE.
Makes it sound old.
Yeah. The ultimate thrill ride. WrestleMania Sun. 33. Where all the brightest stars and Baron Corbin have come to shine in Orlando. Have you guys seen the stage? That there's like a roller coaster?
Yeah.
There's a ring on top of the ring.
There's also I was gonna say there's a ring on top of the ring is what I saw.
The WrestleMania logo is done in like the globe, like Universal Studios, which is I guess there's like a package deal where you bought WrestleMania tickets and got Universal Studio. Like, I feel kind of like I went to the wrong WrestleMania last year. Like, it was the biggest WrestleMania, but I feel this one. I don't know. I'm actually hyped for this one. Unlike the last couple, I'm actually more hyped going into this one. I feel like I might be the only one that's hype about most of these matches.
I guess I'm pretty hyped for a couple.
Yeah.
A couple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like five good matches in this 7-hour 13-match card.
Yeah. So, yeah, 7 hours long, including the pre-show. And about 15 hours long if you include all the other live coverage. Maybe more. Because we got to count like the NXT pre-show. And like interviews all week with your favorite superstars on what they think of Orlando. Spoilers, they enjoy it. Yeah, 13 matches and no SmackDown tag team match, which is kind of...
Well, where could you possibly... It's impossible to... There's just no...
There's no space.
No way you could possibly fit it in.
Well, and see, my idea was, and I stated this last time, that I think they should have just done like there's no cross brand. They got to have some kind of. I'm kind of bummed out at no cross. Like a cross brand tag match would have been perfect. The Usos versus the Club. Everyone can boo everyone.
There's the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal to see who gets to be the last person in before Braun Strowman throws him out.
So actually, yeah, let's just jump right in since that is the first match listed of the pre-show events. 2017 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, including such stars as Mojo Rawley, Apollo Crews, The Big Show, Kurt Hawkins, Braun Strowman, Goldust, R-Truth, Primo and Epico, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, Jinder Mahal, Sami Zayn, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Dolph Ziggler, Rhino, Heath Slater, Jason Jordan, the entire SmackDown tag roster, Sin Cara, Titus O'Neil, Mark Henry, and is that it?
Ten Bang.
Yes,
Bang.
the NXT gentleman. Yeah. Which is nice. Is that it? So is that everybody, or are there more people showing up?
That's 31 people.
That's a lot. So you're saying that this event is actually bigger than the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. More impactful too, I hear.
Yes.
They actually give out a trophy for this one.
That's true. Yeah, something worthwhile, other than a near top of the card main event status match.
It also starts.
Let's say top-ish, nearish the top of the card.
Nearish the top of the card. Yeah. Well,
maybe on top. We'll see.
Last year's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal champion is in a title match, a singles title match at this WrestleMania. Although he did not make an appearance on this week's SmackDown. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, they did. Didn't they do like an interview during Talking Smack?
Yes.
And that was it?
And Dean Ambrose had 0 screen time on SmackDown.
Dean Ambrose. So I thought it was an interview with both of them.
No, it was just Baron Corbin.
Weird.
Yeah.
I saw a thing on WWE's YouTube page that had some sort of promo between the two, but I didn't watch it, so I can't speak to it.
All right. It's fine.
I don't know. It showed both of them like sitting down in a seated interview.
They made time for the good
sat
stuff.
Sat down. You know, where
shit.
Wrestlers down?
do their work.
Wow, weird.
Sitting down.
They made time for the good stuff on SmackDown though. That Total Bellas episode, the lost footage.
No, actually, that was legitimately good. I don't
That
know
was
if you're
fantastic.
joking or not, but
No,
that was
I'm 100%. But
that was, in my opinion, one of the best things that WWE has done this year so far.
Oh yeah, like this entire feud has been Miz like more on fire than he ever possibly has been. It's great.
100%.
Yes.
It's so good.
All right, we'll save this. We'll get to this. Let's. Is there anything else to say about the Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
People are going to get thrown over the top rope.
We got any surprise people showing up?
Spoilers.
Here? Anyone?
I can't imagine.
Shaq? You think Shaq is going to make it in this time?
No.
Made it in last year.
It's true. The Rock? The Rock's going to win it this year?
He could.
All right.
But I don't think The Rock's a pre-show kind of guy.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. There's a guaranteed Rock appearance this year, right? Because it's in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be similar to last year. It's going to be like The Rock comes out for like a dumb skit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll come out with Flo Rida and Pitbull.
He probably makes some other like full-time person look bad.
He's actually going to take that flamethrower from last year and just light Eric Rowan on fire. That's his plan.
He's coming back from injury and just immediately... Sorry, bro.
You gotta job it out to The Rock again.
If he gives a rock bomb to Pitbull, it's gonna be the highlight of WrestleMania weekend.
Absolutely. Maybe he'll show a trailer for that Page movie. I think that's
probably not.
Probably not. All right, let's move on to somehow a title match on the pre-show.
Yep.
Wait, did we say? Are we guessing who's gonna win?
We say predictions to the end.
Okay, we're way to the end. It's been a long time. I haven't been on your little show in a long time.
Oh, that's a real. Thanks for putting it that way. Oh. So,
I love you.
I love back you, as a part-time.
How's the life of making professional Yakuza videos, Phil?
Yeah, someone's going for the Batista welcome upon his part-timer return. I see.
Yep.
He wearing skinny jeans and just grew out a sick beard.
Yeah. Decide take a break from making Yakuza videos. Come back, take the Suplexfriends title real quick.
Hey, those are the Guardians of the Galaxy of Polygon video content.
It's true.
I think that's a compliment. I'll take it.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They made two of them.
Mm-hmm. So the purple title is up. You think they're doing this match on the pre-show so that it's like they have enough time to take the tape off the ropes before the real show starts?
Oh.
All right. I'm sorry. All right, let's get serious.
Yep.
Neville, our champion, is fighting Austin Aries in a match for, I'm not sure who's actually supposed to be the face in this. Because Neville's character is loathsome, and Austin Aries is loathsome in general. But
I mean, you're not wrong.
This is going to be a great match, though. That's the thing.
It'll be a good match. It's been a weird thing.
Everything Cruiserweight has me very upset lately. The whole thing is awful. Noam Dar is pointless. He only exists to say one word. Jack Gallagher now uses an umbrella in every single match he does, which has me extremely upset.
Somehow not illegal.
Technically, that's against the rules.
It's 100%.
I don't know if he knows it.
Well, I mean,
someone needs to tell that young man.
He's not hitting him with the umbrella.
We haven't seen the rules for the Cruiserweight division, Phil.
It could be different.
It's true.
All we know is there's a weight limit.
You make a good point.
Yeah, as long as him and the umbrella don't go over 205 pounds.
He's 204 and a half.
They weigh him with the umbrella?
That's right. That's why he has no other clothing on, just a little underoos, so that he can shed as much weight as possible.
You have to take his knee pads off just to fit that umbrella in.
Yeah. No, this will be a good match. It'll be a great match with a terrible build-up, which is like most of the WrestleMania card, I think.
This is like WWE modus operandi.
Yeah, this is a good foreshadowing for the rest of the show. But
yeah.
And the rest of the year.
It's a new season coming up, Phil. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long you've been away from wrestling, but WrestleMania is the end of the WWE season.
And then we start the road to WrestleMania.
Again. We're going to start off with a draft, day one.
Have they confirmed that?
No, I don't think so, but...
there's been some rumors that they're going to do some trades after WrestleMania just to freshen things up, but I don't think there's going to be like a full draft until the summer.
Great. All right. I'm just going to skip ahead because I really want to talk about Cena and Miz.
Okay.
John Cena.
There is. I mean, to be fair, there is very little to say about this.
I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's fine, but stop fucking the cruiserweights.
It'll probably be a great match, but yeah, it's just
I'm just going to reiterate again that I'm extremely happy with heel Neville. I wish he would. do something about that beard, though. I mean, as someone with a crappy beard, I'm not one to talk. But, like, I don't have cameras, like, this far away from my face.
I think it helps his cause, though.
Yeah, it does
I
make
think
me
he looks
more
completely
annoyed.
deranged, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's... Alright. So, John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. And
a match will certainly not go on first at this show. I just want to clarify
absolutely
that.
not. No chance. But I just want to talk about it because since the Total Bellas episode, hidden footage has come up, all I've wanted to do is hear from Art on how accurate this is to true Total Bellas, Total Divas John Cena.
Medium. They left out the best rule, which I think we talked about the last time Phil was here, which is that after dinner they split. That men go into have a cigar in the cigar room, and the women go into like the parlor or something.
We did talk about this last time I was here, and I still don't believe it.
That's
they have
crazy.
enforced segregated post-dinner conversations.
That's like some Mike Pence shit. That's what we're. John Cena's on some
John
Mike
Cena can't be alone with a woman without Nikki there.
Yeah,
and they did two weeks of Total Bellas sketches and didn't even touch that rule.
That's an amazing rule, too.
Honestly outrageous. But like it's not far, especially until like I think Total Divas John Cena is 100% babyface. I think Total Bellas John Cena is a bit of a tweener because it is like he like threatened Brie and Daniel's dog. Like he was like that dog like bit me and like I could that's how dogs end up getting put down. It's like John Cena's literally going after a dog.
A French bulldog too, not even a big dog. Jeez.
Yeah, and it like nipped him. It didn't even draw blood. John Cena was fine, but
Well,
he
look
was
at the size of John Cena compared to that dog. It would have to work pretty hard to draw blood, I think.
He could have died, Dylan.
He could have. He could have.
And so yeah, it is like the other stuff isn't right. John Cena's not walking around on Total Bellas being like, "This is about my brand."
True.
He's just pushing the brand.
But just
that's part of why that whole thing was so brilliant. Is that it really is Miz mixing in like it's stuff from Total Bellas and Total Divas, but also like stuff that's just like longtime rumors about John Cena and like his backstage personality and what people
Weird
think
stuff.
of him, and it's cool.
And also we got to have
those
Miz.
segments have been fantastic.
Yeah. And we got to have Miz in a muscle suit with a John Cena shirt and a jacket over it for dinner. That's what
Which is what John Cena looks like in a suit, right? I mean, he does.
I thought that was on purpose. That he like purposely got a way too big suit coat that like doesn't like fits him poorly because that's like the John Cena like dress code. I think.
We also got the best John Cena catchphrase, which is in the transition from last week's skits, was John Cena recognized.
John Cena recognize. And the let's not forget for no reason the stab at Daniel Bryan.
Oh,
that
yes,
he needed a juice
yes.
box, and yeah, perfect.
Also good. Also just a good like. Again, this is why this bit was so good. Why the Miz stuff lately has been so good in general. It's just like continuing to build that sort of feud in the background as well. Like not just giving up, not just forgetting about the fact that the Miz hates Daniel Bryan as well. Like, yeah, he just works that in there because of course he would.
Yeah, the Miz has enough venom for everyone.
One of the best jokes in that whole thing was there was like a reaction shot that Daniel Bryan has during the thing, and I laughed harder at that than an actual joke. And I just want to remind people that in an episode of Total Divas, Daniel Bryan told Brie she wasn't allowed to poop in the house anymore. Like,
yeah, Total Divas Daniel Bryan seems like full heel. Like,
yeah, Total Divas Daniel Bryan is working heel.
The one line I liked the most was actually the Daniel Bryan line. We got married. That's what normal people in real relationships do. So good. Just so good. Oh, and when...
Let me ask... Oh, sorry. I was going to say, let me ask this. What do you think that the match between Miz and Maurice and Cena and Nikki. Do you think it's going to end in a in John proposing?
That is the only way this ends, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
You think so? You think for real?
100%. I'm positive of that it will happen. But it would
Yeah.
be the most, I think, Total Divas John Cena move to not do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, if it doesn't end like that, then Miz wins. Then Miz actually wins, no matter what the outcome is.
Well, one, it's definitely the finale of the second season of Total Bellas.
Yeah.
Two, it could just be kayfabe.
It could.
Mm-hmm.
That would be...
But also, like-
then the Miz wins still, I think.
Sure.
But 3, it could be John Cena's heel turn.
Oh
Jeez.
no! Don't
Like-
even say it.
Like
Wow.
everyone is just expecting him to propose now, and if he doesn't do it, he's the biggest asshole.
That is the perfect way to get 85,000 people to riot at once, I think. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Art is right in that it makes too good of a season finale. Whether it actually happens or not.
But the reason that the only reason that I think it wouldn't happen despite that is because, as we've said, like it just seems like John Cena's personality to be like, no.
And he probably doesn't act like... Oh, maybe he does, but it's like... It seems like he was pretty adamant about not wanting to get married.
Yes.
Could you imagine, like... If he made Nikki sign a contract to live in a house, imagine what, like, happens before they get married.
A prenup.
Well, yeah.
Another contract.
Another
Also,
contract.
Let's take this one step further. What if they just do the wedding there?
Just like Macho Man.
No, that's the whole season of Total. You get a
Yeah.
Nikki Bella planning a wedding has to be on
Oh, that would
TV.
be a disaster.
Yeah, that's going to happen for sure. That's like a whole new series, almost. I think. That's
Like
perfect.
Total Cena's?
Oh, boy.
And this is the amazing thing that WWE has accomplished is making us give a shit about whether or not John Cena is going to propose to Nikki Bella.
It worked! It worked 100%. This match, the actual match, is the least important part of all of this. They got a storyline over, finally. In a big way. In that, I mean, it's probably for the best considering Maurice is in it, but I really don't care about the match itself that much. Although I shouldn't...
Oh, I didn't know this, and they're doing a really bad job promoting it, but Total Divas returns next week, April 5th.
Oh, wow.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah.
And then
It's all over the Total Divas Twitter account. That's where I had to go and find
I mean, I would hope so.
And this is like the second half of whatever season, right?
Yeah, this is the second half of season 6.
Okay.
So so Miz and Maurice on this one. Paige still on this one?
Kind of.
I mean, Paige is still on the cast.
Mm-hmm. But who knows?
She was in the first half of season 6.
Did we
I
get to
don't
see
think we
Paige's
got
wedding?
to her suspension date.
Spoilers, I don't think we get to see Paige's wedding.
Shit.
Is Eva Marie still on Total Divas?
Yes.
Okay, well, probably not for long, but...
And she had like a reconciliation with the Bellas in the first part of season 6. It looked like they were trying to like move her from being a heel on that show.
All right.
You gonna kill her off?
I mean, that's...
Maybe,
bound-
yeah.
It's bound to
Her
happen.
car will explode.
That'll be a decent match with some fun bits in it, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Does Miz get a rack attack? Do we think that happens?
Is that still her move?
Or
Like it's just a
whatever it
modified
is
thing?
now. It's like a F5 sort of.
The Rack Attack 2.0 is
Yeah.
the name of the move,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
and it's a TKO.
Mhm. The modified AA. That's okay. All right. So let's move on to the actual beginning of the card then. The six-pack challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus Natalya versus Mickie James versus Carmella with James Ellsworth versus the returning Naomi. I thought I had a winner.
It's weird they did that return on SmackDown, right? Did they hold that for Mania?
Yeah, I'm surprised, but I'm glad because that reaction from that crowd was...
Yeah, she got a really good reaction.
Absolutely. And I was glad to see it, too. Yeah, that crowd was like chanting her name.
Finished her catchphrase.
Exploded. Oh, yeah. That worked out really
Yeah,
well.
it's one of those things where... and I've always thought that she's incredibly talented, but...
Yes.
If WWE knows what they're doing, they could easily keep building on this and turn her into a star.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, that's a big if,
Mhm.
because, you know.
Well, she's
WWE.
also on Total Divas, right? Or is she not on it right now?
Oh, I don't remember if she came back.
Well, either
Yes,
way, if
she
she
was
wins the title,
back.
she'll be on, I'm sure.
Well, for a
She's
long
in.
time,
sorry.
it was you couldn't have the title on a Total Diva because they were worried about it ruining kayfabe. The Nikki Bella broke that streak.
Of course. She breaks barriers all over, Art.
Yeah, but that's why AJ had the title for so long. So the title wasn't on Total Divas.
That makes sense. But, I mean, I know predictions aren't quite yet, but there's no, like, Naomi wins this, right? Like, if...
In her hometown after a comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's...
But what if Asuka just comes out and wrecks everyone?
See, and I had thought about that. I thought that was... in my dreams, that's a high potential of happening. But now that Naomi... Because this is before I thought Naomi was going to be in it. But now that she's back, I feel like that's the more obvious play. And you could have Asuka on Tuesday even show up. And I feel like that would be a smarter move. Because I don't think... I assume SmackDown's not in Orlando also, right?
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, maybe then.
5 days in Orlando.
Gosh. But, I mean, my only other thought was Natalya could, like, finally get a title. But, I don't know. I feel like that's not something that's happening anymore.
No.
Pretty much.
Not for a while. The only ones that make sense are Alexa and Naomi.
It just... I am a little
Becky?
bummed.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Becky keeping it is definitely still a possibility.
Yeah.
But it just... Yeah. I'm glad that they gave something for Naomi to do on coming back, but also I'm still a little bummed out about like just a women's match with every woman on the roster in it. It's kind of like, I guess.
It shows the depth or lack of depth of the roster.
Or just like once again, like the writing is just kind of like whatever, it's weak. You know, there is no actual storyline other than there is no storyline other than Naomi came back, hopefully to get her title. Like that is the story, I think.
Yeah, and it kind of shows that this was a pre-show match and it was changed today to a regular.
Yeah, it feels more like a pre-show match. It definitely does.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Gant says in the chat that like if someone realized that the glow effect wasn't going to work if the sun wasn't down.
Oh, yeah, because it's outdoors, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think about that. That makes a little sense. So that puts them at
Nice.
Whatever it is, 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock there.
Oh, it's gonna be 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 o'clock. So that makes a little
they
more
might
sense.
just open the show. I mean, they don't have
That's
to.
true. They could put them at like 8 o'clock, and then it'll definitely be dark. Just another sign that Naomi's going to take this. Quite possibly.
There's a recent tradition of ladder matches starting the WrestleManias, right? Last year started with one.
That's true. And yeah, 31 started with the Intercontinental ladder match. Well, then let's talk about that. Let's talk about the triple threat ladder match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Cesaro and Sheamus. The club. 2016's Cesaro Award winners.
They're doing something with them.
They're doing all right.
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be a good match. Like we said last time, it's like that well is running dry for Enzo and Cass, though. Like,
Yeah.
oof.
But I mean, the club and Cesaro and Sheamus should be able to do some fun stuff with those ladders.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I feel like Big Cass could do like some good feats of strength or something as well. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point of Enzo in this match is exactly, but I guess just to get beat up for a little bit.
To be a projectile.
Someone has to take the ladder hits, I guess, right? Like, it's good.
Well, it's gonna be him, and it's gonna be Luke Gallows taking ladder hits.
Luke Gallows is gonna take a lot of ladder hits, I think.
I'm so happy that they made this a ladder match because there were like almost no stipulation matches.
Yeah.
In Mania up until Monday.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. This is really, unless you count non-sanctioned as a stipulation match. I guess that means no DQ, right?
Yeah. It means there's gonna be a lot of interference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But a ladder match is good, and it adds a little flavor. Because if this was just a straight tag match, I would be less interested in it. That's for sure.
Because usually there's like a no DQ, a Hell in a Cell, something a little bit more hardcore, and this fills that.
Yeah.
It's a shame that a team that is not with WWE currently is not part of this match, or part of a tag team match.
The Hardys
with
the broken possible Hardys.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's like, I feel like that's someone who gets the belts right away on Monday if that happens, right? Like,
or Tuesday.
Or Tuesday.
Yeah, or Tuesday.
Or Tuesday. True. I feel like they're a Raw thing, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, I don't know.
Right? Like, if the Hardys came back,
do they step on the toes of Bray for his weirdness?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, who knows what Bray is going to be like?
And also, honestly, like the Raw tag roster is a little dire.
They both are.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to go over the SmackDown tag roster real quick?
Yeah, it's true. But like, the Raw tag roster is these three teams and the Shining Stars.
The Golden Truth, excuse you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. How could I forget?
Wait, let me go look at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah. Jinder Mahal and Handsome Rusev.
They're no longer a tag team.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Up.
And
Yes.
Rusev's hurt.
Yeah. Is that why he's not
that's it.
in anything then?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a bummer.
But I mean, here's the SmackDown tag roster. American Alpha, the Usos.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Rhino-
about the New Day. They're a tag team on the Raw roster.
Oh sure.
Because as MM Gant points out,
Live crowd right now, but
yeah. MM Gant points out Hardys versus New Day would be excellent. That's definitely would be something.
Oh, I can't imagine the chant that they're gonna get.
Yeah. Should be fun to see what happens.
Oof.
Though
Or the Raw after.
Supposedly, that first Monday after the Page stuff happened, they had the New Day backstage. There was surprisingly very little, I guess, from the live crowd as far as poor reactions to the New Day. It was just everything else in the entire Raw was a shit show.
yeah, I mean, I wanna just get right out in front of this and say that I'm already disappointed in whatever the Raw after WrestleMania crowd chants.
Yes, guaranteed.
At Xavier Woods, you guys are shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Wait, what happened
don't.
with Xavier Woods? I don't even know.
There was a video with him and Paige and Brad Maddox in a sexual thing.
Yeah.
That's illegal. That's immoral.
That it was leaked? Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, that's
We got to
exactly
get
what I
those leakers.
This isn't Phil coming out against interracial relationships.
Jesus, no.
I mean, I'm just...
You can't have more than two wrestlers naked at the same time. Vince doesn't like it.
That's okay. Brad Maddox is a general manager, so. Well,
It's
not
true. He was a referee as well.
Yes, that's right.
He was reffing
okay,
it.
so legitimately, the thing that is fucked up about this, the thing that's actually fucked up about it, is like I heard about this, of course.
Yeah.
But all I heard about was Paige's side of it. Like the like I didn't look up details at all, and when I heard people talking about it, it was just about like, oh, Paige had a sex tape leak.
It was odd,
and nobody like. The way that people talked about it, they just completely apparently ignored the fact that also these other people.
And that's why that Raw, after all this happened, and they didn't put the New Day in front of the live crowd, but they had Biggie and Kofi like giving Xavier the stink eye, and like, what'd you do?
Yeah,
And
that
then he
was
busts
actually
into a
pretty
promo.
good because they said it was like, Woods, don't you have something to tell everybody? Something to talk about? It's like, yeah, I'm very excited for WrestleMania. Like, it was fine. The crowd supposedly reacted quite well to it. Though, like I said, they, like, watching that Raw was like, boy, that crowd reacted poorly to everything else in the entire, that was just bad.
But also, like, I just as a final thing for this, when it comes down to it, these are people who travel together a lot, and then things happen.
Oh yeah,
like whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's gonna be a good tag match.
I blame Brad.
Throw up Raw after WrestleMania crowd.
Yeah, that's already gonna be a mess. But yeah, I mean, considering the last two I went to, like there wasn't even any like wrestling news that could have prompted terrible chants, and they happened anyway. So
just put your energy into the performers that are in the matches.
Yeah.
Cheer for the.
Yeah. Just don't chant for your hotel at the very least. That was like the worst thing. That was dumb. All right.
I don't know. My hotel could kick your hotel's ass.
I was at the Hyatt. I was like so far away from everything. I definitely picked the wrong hotel last time. It was like 20 minutes to get anywhere. Well, I guess it doesn't matter since WrestleMania was in a different city, so that was like a 40-minute drive. That sucked.
Yeah, don't go to WrestleMania in Dallas.
Yeah, never again. Well, I got a survey because of my multiple pay-per-view ticket purchases. That was like, if you were to go to another Big Four event, like where would you want to go? And
Minneapolis.
like, they had the list of cities, and it was like very interested to not interested. And the two I put that I was very interested in was both Denver and Minneapolis, and both were high on the list. So I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, I mean, Minneapolis has been rumored for some time now.
Where do you know next
nice
year?
new stadium.
Yeah, next year's is for some reason in New Orleans again.
Yeah,
which is a bummer.
It's tempting though.
It's tempting. Also, I've never been to New Orleans, so that'd be fun.
New Orleans is a great city, and the Superdome is right downtown. You could walk there from basically any hotel.
See, that's nice.
Any downtown hotel.
Also, it asked me my favorite candy bar, and
what is your favorite candy bar?
I put Milky Way. They did not have any choices.
Milky Way.
Well, they didn't have any choices that were not like the Mars Company. That's what I thought.
$100,000.
What about a fucking Kit Kat? What's your?
Fuck out of my face with a Kit Kat.
Are you kidding me?
Get out of here.
Did you, Dylan? Did you defiantly not select Snickers because of their ad campaign?
No,
like, no.
I actually like my favorite candy bar is the Milky Way with the dark chocolate. That's like the best one, but they didn't have that as a choice, so I just had to pick the regular.
I will support your Milky Way decision.
I'm pro Snickers though too.
You're a moron, Dylan. You're an idiot. You're an imbecile.
It's fine. I mean, you say this every single time we talk ever. So
yeah, this is unrelated to
unusual.
anything else. It's
This goes way back.
$100,000, solid choice.
Love $100,000.
Fast Break, solid choice. It has pretzels in a candy bar. Come on.
It's true.
Can't beat that. And just the peanut butter cup, also. But see, no Hershey's were allowed in their poll of candy bars, so. Also, my favorite beer, of which I picked I do not drink very much beer. Although I almost pick Yingling because I really, as far as when cheap beer goes, that stuff is good. Also, they didn't have Miller High Life as a choice, so really, anything I picked would have been a lie.
It is the champagne of beer. It's technically...
We're past Kit Kat, Phil. Okay,
they're really good though. They're delicious.
Let's talk. What are these matches haven't I talked? Let's just get this one out the way. Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. Who remembered that they had a WrestleMania match?
Oh, I did because I was trying to put together the parallel matches for this card and figure out which brand has the better slate.
Okay.
And Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin is a big negative on the SmackDown side because against Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I've been watching SmackDown pretty regularly, and I did not realize that Dean Ambrose was the Intercontinental Champion.
He's defended once in like the last.
He's pulling a U.S. title again with this thing.
Yet they pulled the title from Naomi because she can't compete.
Yeah, I feel like.
But Dean Ambrose just doesn't.
I guess technically he could compete.
There's nothing stopping him.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I bet he's defending on house shows.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, he's the lunatic fringe. He doesn't have to defend. He's off, doing lunatic stuff.
Just really crazy stuff.
Squirting ketchup and mustard on people. Rolling his hot dog cart down the street. God.
I read this week that he traveled the most of any WWE superstar last year.
Huh.
They looked at all of his matches and the distances between them, and it was like a quarter of the way to the moon.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Yeah, as MMGAM points out, SmackDown didn't even remember they had a match. They ran a short promo for the match, but neither of the two competitors were on the show.
If it was a 3-hour show, they wouldn't have this issue.
Oh my god. It is a 3-hour show. We have 45 minutes of 205 Live after.
It's true.
And then this will be a fine match that I don't care about really. And that
I think they can both. They both have some fire. They both can hit each other pretty hard.
Yeah.
And I think Corbin has definitely stepped up in the last year to get himself to this position.
Sure.
I think it'll be okay.
He did try and murder Dean Ambrose with a forklift too.
It's true.
Don't forget about that.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool. That was cool.
Yeah, I hear a lot of praise for Corbin, and I want to be in the group praising him. I just haven't seen a match with him that's really pulled me in yet.
He's a really good asshole.
He's great.
So am I, and I'm not getting no Intercontinental title for it.
Did you step in the ring, Phil?
Every day of my life.
Every day. I'm in the mental ring.
Yeah.
The internet comments.
Battling the comment section.
Yeah.
Tossing them over the top.
The realest ring there is.
Yeah. But no, coming to TV has been the best thing that happened to Baron Corbin. He's definitely made the most of it. Of really fleshed out his character.
And the Miz.
Yeah. And learned to wrestle. And learned to be a good heel. It's worked out. He's got a way better intro with the lights and everything. I'm a big fan of the red light on him.
You'd think that he's actually getting worse because his matches are longer. He used to finish them in 13 seconds.
That's true. Well, that was NXT, but this is the big leagues. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I can't believe. What happened to Intercontinental? I guess, whatever. What happened to the Intercontinental title?
They took it away from Miz. That's literally...
I feel like that's actually was the problem. Yeah. Well, whatever. At least Dolph Ziggler doesn't have it.
Ed.
He's the Kit Kat of wrestlers, some might say.
Fucking...
The counterpart match on the Raw
I'll take that as a compliment.
is Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the WWE United States Championship. One of the best booked matches on this card. I'm super excited.
It'll probably be all right.
Oh, look, it's Dolph Ziggler. He's finally made it to us.
Hey, Dolph, do you have anything to say?
Cleveland.
Oh, I wish I could do a Dolph Ziggler impression so bad right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Just
yeah.
assumed you were
Thank
gonna,
you,
like-
thank you, Dolph.
You can just copy what Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart do, and then you'll actually have the best Dolph Ziggler impression.
Wow.
Yell about conservative beliefs.
Just do some poor stand-up comedy, and you're right there.
Talk about how you work every single day. You come in that ring, and you fight for your life, you fight for your career, and you get nothing. Nothing.
I almost feel like he lost that retirement match because I haven't seen him since.
No, he's in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh, sure. Yeah, well, someone... Yeah, okay.
And if you're looking for a good episode of Total Divas to watch, the one where Dolph Ziggler tries to teach Jimmy Uso how to do stand-up comedy is a really good one.
I am legit shook by that. I might have to watch this. I'm sure it's on the network. All right, I might have to look this up. Let's find that. Because that sounds actually entertaining, but for a totally different reason. But no, Jericho and Owens, the man who got a clipboard over versus the best heel in the company right now. This is going to be great.
Yeah, best heel in the company, but it'll be good.
Yeah. This has just been like ever since their breakup. It's just been good. Like Jericho coming out and bringing Twitter beef to the ring, as well as pictures of Kevin Owens wearing Y2J memorabilia. Just so good. So good. I'm very happy. I find it unfortunate that Chris Jericho is going to do Fozzy after WrestleMania. That bums me out.
I thought there was some word that he was actually going to stick around for a while.
Oh, really? That'd be
I don't know,
nice.
maybe I'm wrong.
Because he's finally he's getting it. Jericho is there.
I seem to recall. I think I've read conflicting things. I think I've seen some reports saying he's going away for a while after WrestleMania, and then I've seen some saying that actually he's going to stick around for a few more months.
Someone should
at
just look
least.
at Fozzy's touring schedule. I feel like that's the easiest.
That would probably be the best way to figure it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then find out if they're coming to Albuquerque. That's part 2 of that. Maybe they'll play the state fair here.
I'm sure they do.
All right.
I don't know if that's better or worse than a dive bar.
Yeah, well, I couldn't name a dive bar because it doesn't. None of those names
Nope.
translate. Yeah. This is going to be an excellent match, though. Both storyline and match itself is going to be actually good. This may
No, it'll be a very good match.
Yeah, this may be one of the top matches on the card for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Well, just there's only maybe one other match that they've been building for longer.
Yeah, that's true.
And they've just done it masterfully, which is very odd these days.
Yeah, and
Especially for the WrestleMania build-up that they have this year with so many pay-per-views leading up to it, and not much of it kind of paying off towards WrestleMania.
yeah,
It's kind of surprising that they're pulling this off.
it's been a slow simmer in a way that's really worked. And it's actually, this is going to sound dumb, but it's actually turned Kevin Owens heel in that crowds are finally not cheering for him when he comes out and booing everything he says, which is took long enough, but we're getting there, finally.
Fozzy tour dates start May 6th.
All right. That's a little bit of time.
There are 3 tour dates. They're TBA. They don't have a location. Not even
That's an important part.
It's just TBA all the way across the board.
So we're touring. We just don't know where we're going to end up. Is it
Well,
just
they haven't made the list yet.
It's just where.
And it also has a little asterisk, and it's if you know a place that wants us to play, give me a call.
Yeah. Please send to Chris Jericho at AOL.com. Chris Jericho 69 420 at AOL.
On the 10th, they're playing in Louisville in a venue called Trixie's Entertainment Complex. And then on
Sounds
2
like
days
prison.
later, on the 12th, they're playing in Wisconsin. And then 11th, they're going to do a show, but they don't know where.
Is it just wherever they have to stop for gas, they're just going to bust out the instruments? God.
For $99, you can get a VIP package to the Fozzy tour where you get a private sound check experience, a picture with the band, must provide your own still camera, a signed photograph, and early hassle-free merch shopping. This will cost you $99 and does not include a ticket to the concert.
$99 for the privilege of buying merchandise earlier than everyone else.
And taking a picture with your own camera.
I feel like that's what I paid for at WrestleMania. I got access to the WrestleMania shop, and I was able to take a picture of Sasha Banks from the end of the line, because I sure as hell wasn't waiting all the way through it.
Line.
Yeah. Well, you had the good package, though. You were, like, able to get... Or was that not a VIP thing?
Not for Sasha Banks, I didn't. We were like the next to last people to see Sasha Banks. It was harrowing.
Oof. Yeah. We got Ryback. That was cool.
Ryback was the first wrestler I met, and we were in the elimination chamber, and Jess was like struck by how attractive he was. It was a real... She was like tongue-tied by how handsome Ryback was.
Ryback said that he enjoyed, when he found out we were from New Mexico, he enjoyed everything near Las Vegas, New Mexico, which is a town of about 45 people. So I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but sure.
He loves it.
Sure, man. That's what, I mean, I'm convinced he's actually from Las Vegas, New Mexico, and not, well, whatever. Because who else knows that city exists? There's nobody there.
I had no idea.
Yeah, see? All right. What else do we got on this card? You want? Well, let's just get into it. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles in a match to see who jumps off of the ring on top of the ring first. Like that's what he's gonna jump off of, right? Like that's gonna happen, I assume. Shane. I mean, it could be the roller coaster, but I don't think that's near the ring at all.
Well, he's gonna go coast to coast on the ring on top of the ring.
That makes sense, of course. Mm-hmm. The best pure striker in the WWE versus AJ
Shane
Styles.
McMahon.
That's right. Have you seen those punches?
They land, every one of them.
It's perfect. What a match. What a match. All right. Yes.
I feel...
Spit it out.
I feel kind of bad. Mm-hmm. I read some stuff about how, like... I think it might have been an interview with AJ or something where they were saying, like, he was saying, like, they were coming up to WrestleMania and they had no idea what to do with them. And it's just like
in NXT that has a known good history of matches with AJ Styles and is going to be called up soon.
The Drifter.
Yeah, exactly.
Drifter Elias Sampson, yeah.
EY Eric Young actually was who I meant. So.
The thing I heard this morning that I mean I have no idea if it's true is that Shane McMahon wasn't happy with his Undertaker match and he saw AJ have that great match with James Ellsworth, and Shane was like, well, if he can have a great match with James Ellsworth, he can have a great match with me.
I would believe that.
I'd be Kane. I beat the Big Show. I could do better than that. In my mind, so in the mind of most wrestling fans, I feel like this is a subpar matchup for AJ Styles. But something tells me, in the mind of Vince McMahon, this is a highlight match for Styles being paired with a McMahon, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like Vince, in my mind, the Vince McMahon that I've made up in my mind is very happy that there's a McMahon at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I like it.
Put him in a match with Shane, goddammit. Shane will jump off of something. That long-haired hippie Styles. It's fine. AJ Styles can have a good match with anyone, so this is going to be fine. I'm more and more convinced that he could have a good match with anyone.
I like the way that he kicked the shit out of Shane to begin with.
That was a really
yeah, that looked really brutal.
And like breaking backstage
and gave him a black eye.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, Shane took it. It's good.
Shane cannot win this match though. cannot.
I mean, there's no way.
Or
No,
Is there no
doesn't.
way?
there's no way.
He beat Kurt Angle, beat The Big Show, beat Kane. He beat X-Pac twice, I think. I mean, it really, if you consider it, as far as pay-per-views go, Shane has the superior record to AJ Styles as far as opponents and wins
in WWE.
in WWE, the only universe that matters. I mean, that's why Shane's such a formidable opponent. This really all makes sense now.
But is Shane a former WWE champion?
No, he may have been a hardcore champion, though.
Yeah.
He was the European champion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
If only Daniel Bryan could wrestle. That's what I feel like this match would have been, somehow, right? Because Shane was the one that supported AJ going to WrestleMania and fighting Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, the setup for it was very
Didn't
bizarre.
make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
it's like Shane wanted to take, or AJ wanted to take.
I
out
guess
all
it was.
his-
I guess like in theory, the idea was like, oh, we'll really rub in how big of a heel AJ Styles is because Shane will tell him he supports him, and AJ Styles will still be a jerk. But yeah, it didn't. It didn't work.
And Shane is the commissioner. He could just make the match happen if he wanted to.
Yeah.
He's got it out for AJ Styles, right? So
That's a fact.
it's a fact.
Well,
Face the
AJ
facts.
AJ didn't burn down any buildings, so
Yeah, subpar SmackDown.
That
food.
we know of.
Yeah, where is the Impact Zone? Who's seen it lately? Alright, what else do we got on this card? I feel like there's still like 12 matches to go.
there are.
Oh!
Lem-
We haven't even talked.
There's 4 matches to go. 4 is the number of matches left.
Alright.
Is
Let's
it?
talk the Women's Championship match.
Oh, sure.
Oh, we
Bayley.
skipped that one. 5 is the number of matches left.
Yeah. Bayley versus Charlotte Flair versus Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax in a Fatal 4-Way elimination match for the Raw Women's Championship. In a
That was
match-
an interesting last-minute stipulation, the elimination, right? Because
Yes.
there's a lot of super plausible finishes to a regular 4-way. With elimination, it feels like they're,
Narrowing.
I don't know,
down.
padding or something. There's something about it that rubs me the wrong way. Like
The only
that have Nia lose cleanly and then do something after this.
my only thought was they didn't want to have the exact same match as the SmackDown Women's match.
Sure.
Because that was 5 women, and then this one was 4 women. You know,
Mhm.
only because for some reason they didn't put Dana Brooke on this, I guess. But like,
I mean, I assume part of it too is like it provides, it potentially provides like a way for Sasha Banks to turn heel, right?
I think
Yes.
so. Like,
And that's kind of what they've been hinting at.
I mean, whether or not she does, it seems to be like that's what they could go
well,
for.
not
I
even
guess.
hinting on the last Raw. Charlotte just came out and said every
Yeah.
time Sasha has a friend, she betrays her to get the whatever title is available. So
Yeah.
this is guaranteed what's going to happen to you. So I mean, granted that's WWE subtle. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah, the question is, does Sasha turn on Sunday or Monday
Yeah.
or like, next Monday?
Yeah.
Right? Those are the 3 options.
yeah,
But then they kind of need another face in that crowd. I don't know who it would be besides Dana Brooke, but
Summer Rae
sure.
is training to come back.
Emma.
I know that. Emma also. But Emma's such a better heel.
Yeah.
Kelly rumored to return soon.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. That's
She's been contacted.
Who gets eliminated first?
Nia by all 3.
Yeah. I would like Nia to win, but I really like Nia Jax a lot, so I'm clearly biased.
not ready. He's not even remotely ready.
No, she's not. But I'm just kind of tired of seeing the belt rotate between the same 3 people, and then they just all have matches with each other. Although, really, I guess lately they've kind of just done that. I mean, granted, in preparation for this match, they've just added Nia to that like rotating cast of everyone has a match with everyone kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know? Which is fine. In a way, I'm glad they made this elimination match, but it feels like the most obvious setup to make Sasha heel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It'll be another good match that I'm tired of seeing, I guess.
They all have good chemistry.
Yeah.
It'll be really good. It'll be fine. This WrestleMania is going to be fine.
Much like this match, this WrestleMania is going to be fine. Oh boy. 4 matches left, yeah. Seth Rollins versus Triple H in a non-sanctioned match.
Yes.
That they are running promotion for.
That is sanctioned.
Yes.
And we'll be in the ring and probably have a ref.
But no rules.
No bell.
Pinfall.
So Samoa Joe can show up for any time he feels like. So, I have a beef with this match. And
what's that?
By extension, a lot of Triple H's matches for the last few years. Because... So The Undertaker is he's clearly almost done. If not done this year. Which is going to make Triple H the guy who is the once a year at WrestleMania making his appearance. But I feel like the setup for Triple H's one-off matches are different than The Undertaker's in a way that really bothers me. In that Triple H is always the focus. Like, look at the promo material for this match. They have an entire video package that is shots of Triple H in a suit with no shirt on, with the skull mask on, as he narrates exactly what's going to happen. Last year, he was the focus of the match because he was the champion. The year before that, he was defending WWE against the Invader from WCW. The year before that, he was the gatekeeper to try and stop Daniel Bryan from reaching the title because he was the face of the corporation that wanted to keep Daniel Bryan down. The year before that, he beat Brock Lesnar somehow. And then 2 years before that, he had matches with The Undertaker in which the main focus was The Undertaker desperately doing everything he possibly could to get a match with Triple H because that was the one thing The Undertaker desired more than anything else. And it's like the opposite of, I don't know. Granted, The Undertaker wins all the time, all his matches, basically, at WrestleMania. But still, like, the focus is less on granted, it's probably because it's a little more difficult for Undertaker to make appearances and a little more expensive. But, I don't know. And this match just seems like another one where the whole setup is about Triple H. And anyone could be in this slot. And almost like this is not a match that's actually about Seth Rollins, but actually about someone else who is no longer with the company.
I think that they've built it up as a Seth Rollins thing for quite a while. And it's unfortunate that he got hurt recently to kind of
derail it a little.
Derail it. But, like, obviously it's still happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the 2 matches that have been, like, this is something they've been planting the seed for close to a year.
Yes. Yeah. But
if not longer.
It's just a weird setup in that you don't often see the part-timer guy against the full-timer guy, but the part-timer is actually the more important person in the feud always. And that's just, it's just really weird to me that this is clearly the future of WrestleMania, is Triple H being the focus of whatever match he is for 1 to 2 months a year now. I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way, I guess. That, like, if you're going to be part-time guy, then maybe, like, don't purposely, in every way possible, overshadow the other guy in the match.
Sure. I get what you're saying. I will say I think it varies from year to year, and I will say that, like, this year at least, to their benefit, like Triple H versus Seth Rollins has clearly been in the works for a long time.
Oh yeah,
it's clearly been something that they've built up to for a long time, and it makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's at least not like
nowhere.
a total joke that it's happening.
It's not Shane and AJ. Like, they didn't pull it together recently.
And the other thing that I will give Triple H, the Sting match aside, is that he at least at this point in his career seems totally comfortable losing most of his matches and putting people over. Like if it was like if he was in a match every WrestleMania and like Undertaker always winning, I would be a little bit more upset. But he's in a match every WrestleMania, and usually he's the guy taking the fall.
Yeah,
usually.
That's the one thing that makes it less grating to me, I guess, is that Undertaker does get the wins, but at least Triple H is not getting the win every single time.
Yeah, it would be a lot shittier if he was, and even in like, even in the case of Sting, like at least there it was another part-timer. It wasn't somebody who like was going to be super negatively affected by taking that loss or whatever.
Yeah. And that's like a whole other...
I'm curious what happens if Seth is healthy. The last month is probably about Seth and Joe, right?
Yeah.
Or like Seth and...
If Seth was healthy...
This is a great boot for Samoa Joe, who's got to look like a monster for a month.
Yeah. Like this... I think the setup would have had to have been, like, if you can beat... you probably can't even get through Joe to get to me. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's actually good that baskind Joe has just got to beat up Sami Zayn for a month before this.
Poor Sami Zayn.
Kind of what? Kind of a side note here, but like Joe was introduced, they started calling him the Destroyer. It's actually on his like Titantron thing that he's the Destroyer. But yeah, Triple H is calling himself the Destroyer this weekend. It's bad marketing.
Yes.
No, Triple H is a destroyer, creator.
Oh, yeah. How is he both the creator and the
lover, hater, mother, whore, all of these things? He's many faceted.
He's a sinner. He's a saint.
Yeah.
Triple H,
you
I
could
feel
say
like
that.
is the mantra. Is like the like. He's like the meaning of the phrase, like be your own biggest fan. Like he's like absolutely, like 100%. I'm there. It's fine. I feel like he's not going to win this, so it's fine. But it just... Like, just seeing the promo package for this, that was like 90% shots of Triple H, like, really was very strange to me. But
that's also, like, they need to convey that he is... Like, he's not around on TV and in, like, a wrestling capacity, that he is a larger-than-life entity, even within, like, this realm of people who are larger than life.
Yeah. I mean, the idea that was, Joe was supposed to be the Triple H muscle, but then Triple H had to come down and take care of business because Seth is that, whatever.
Yeah.
That guy.
The way that this match plays out is going to be interesting. Obviously, they're going to focus on Seth's leg a whole bunch.
I feel like
worries
there's
me.
A good chance like Seth doesn't even make it to the ring before being attacked.
Sure,
of course.
By Joe
it's not sanctioned.
Kevin Owens.
Gamp brought up a good thought, which is Joe jumps Seth during his entrance. They beat him down, and then Finn Balor makes a big entrance. And Seth wins, and we find out that Seth and Balor made up and that they're buddies now. And like that could work real well.
Yeah, that would be all right, actually.
It's a lot of things that need to come together. It's wishful thinking, but it would work. It would be cool.
I mean, going back to that Triple H and Sting match, a lot of things happened in that match.
Yeah, a lot of things happened.
This will be
and even then
quite small compared to that.
Makes sense. Why would the NWO come to defend Sting? They didn't even like Sting. Whatever. I guess the other part that makes that the Triple H Seth thing stand out as being weird, that promo package, is because the promo package for The Undertaker and Roman Reigns is all shots of Roman Reigns, which I guess is not actually that surprising. But I don't know.
I mean, they did film a really cool old school promo.
God, that was so good. That was a great old school promo.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Digging the grave, the whole thing, the eyes going back, Roman Reigns' name on a tombstone.
With, like, the WrestleMania date on it.
Yes. So good. And then, like, the appearance in the ring to say rest in peace. I'm really glad that Kelsey Grammer has found work at WWE and is able to take over for The Undertaker now that he's getting up there in years. What's going on with this match? Why is
it happening?
Why is it happening? One.
Well, so listen. So when two people have claimed over a fenced-in area,
A yard, some might say.
Yeah, in front of their house.
An Undertaker gimmick from 2004. Is he going to come down in the motorcycle, you think?
He really should.
He did mention this being his last ride.
Exactly. Yes, like
Roman's last ride.
Keep bringing this up. Like, I feel like the motorcycle. Maybe they're fighting over who has the rights to use "Rollin'" as a theme song.
Oh.
You know, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Obviously, Reigns would change the lyrics just a little bit, but it would still make sense. But
No one say anything ever again.
nope. What?
Edit that out.
How is this beneficial to Roman, to advancing their cause of making Roman the
according
guy?
to Roman, he's going to be the first one to take down the Undertaker.
No, well, I believe he's the first one to take down the Undertaker for good. That's where he's gonna put it. How is having Roman Reigns do a promo in the ring talking about how he's gonna put down the Undertaker for good and claim his yard in any way advance your cause of making Roman the top good guy in the company?
There was an interview with Triple H.
He's not a good guy.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy.
He's the guy. That's true. He is just the guy. So
there's an interview with Triple H this week saying, like, someone asked him, like, why aren't they turning Roman Reigns heel? And Triple H is like, well, if 70% of the crowd already boos him, is he not already the biggest heel that we have? We're just presenting him in a different way. Which seems like the biggest cop-out answer.
yes,
Like, we meant to do it the whole
in
time.
a way, we have never in the history of the company presented a face ever. That's how this guy is a face or heel. Sure. That's why we cut every video package to make him look like the good guy and lower the crowd noise when he comes out. I mean, whatever. He has to. It's not. He has to toe the company line there, obviously. But like, I don't know. There's no good outcome here, really, for Roman. I think that's the person I feel the worst for in all of this. Is there's no good outcome for Roman. So like,
unless he turns heel, like fully.
Possibly, it's like take out the Undertaker and perhaps have and quite possibly retire the Undertaker and get the worst reception you've ever gotten, which is pretty fucking impressive considering some of the bad receptions that he's gotten. When you get booed against a Triple H who comes out to a promo saying that everyone in the audience is a piece of garbage compared to him, and they're still booing Roman Reigns instead. Woof. Woof. Or lose to a 50-year-old man and any big dog status immediately revoked. There's just no good outcome for that poor guy. I feel terrible for him. Maybe that's why they gave him the best shirt of anyone for this match. To make up for that. Or he turns... I mean, if there's a time to turn Roman heel, this is it, right?
I guess. How would you tell?
He could steal the Undertaker's hat.
Oh shit!
He could become the new Undertaker. You think he can do the little eye thing, like rolling his eyes back?
Maybe.
What if he gets the lightning powers, and then he's the big dog with lightning powers also?
I mean, they've already proven that you can steal those.
It's true. Anyone
Yeah.
can do it. Need to inherit Fraser's radio show, and then just...
I mean, he's got the hair.
Yeah.
He's got the height. Can he balance on the top rope? Can he walk it? Can he do the old school?
I know Undertaker can't do that anymore, so
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
maybe it can't be stolen from him.
Didn't he do it
Yeah.
last year?
Did he?
Yeah,
I
he's
think he did.
done it
Yeah.
like
But-
every year, and it
You know how
surprises me
Kenny
each
Omega
time.
takes moves from people he beats? I think Kenny Omega needs to show up and
Take old school.
beat the Undertaker.
Just get.
I want to see Undertaker jump on the top rope and try to do it, and then just like slip off the top rope and fall and break his
No.
hip.
That's the last thing.
And then
I
it's
wanna
just
see.
like that's
Just
how
crotches
the
himself.
Undertaker is retired finally.
Oh.
And it's like just that I want it to be like the most embarrassing way to go out, and not because I don't respect the Undertaker, but because like they've drug his corpse out here too many times. WWE's
He's the
done
dead
it too
man,
many
Phil.
times.
He's always
I
been
know.
a corpse. He's always been a corpse, Phil. This is not unusual. But
He looks more corpse-like than ever, though.
He really does.
it's not a good look. The long hair. Like I thought I preferred the long
It's-
hair on him. It's a bad
Did you guys
look.
see? Oh, speaking of Undertaker, did you guys see the the fan video of him like scrambling out from under the ring when
No.
the lights went
No.
out?
Oh no.
There was a fan video like from the front row of like, and it was the first time I've ever seen. I'm sure it's existed before. I'm sure people have done it before, but it was the first time I've ever seen the like the video evidence that Undertaker doesn't just materialize in the ring.
I refuse to watch
And
that.
it's bad, and also like, man, he looks so bad. He looks so bad. He looks.
His
Like
hips
this is it.
feel
This has
bad
to
right
be
now.
it. And that's what also.
Where'd you see that, Phil?
What's that?
What website is that on? What website was that?
I saw a post on here. I'll find it. I saw a post on Cage Side Seats. I'll put it in the Twitch chat in a second here.
MM Gant says he kicked one of the production guys in the face on the way to the ring too. That's what I want to see. That I'm willing to see. But man, I mean, he could give like a promo at the end of the match. Roman, you're the real big dog now.
Here's the
This
thing.
is your yard.
The headline is breaking visual evidence. Undertaker doesn't actually appear out of nowhere.
This sounds like bullshit. Honestly, it's probably.
I
fake
put it in
news.
the thing.
Probably fake news.
You can see for yourself. You can
I
you can decide.
I
You
refuse.
decide.
Absolutely not.
You know, we report it. You decide. That's how it works here.
Ugh.
That's how news works.
No. Oh no.
Nope. See, there's no chance I'm watching this video now, Phil. No.
Wonder if that was the one I was just watching.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh no, I was watching one from like way further away.
him his hat. Anyways, fuck this old man.
Yeah. Speaking of old men, Goldberg, the Universal Champion, versus Brock Lesnar. They're having a match for the Universal Championship.
Did you hear Goldberg poops 20 times a day?
I did hear that.
What?
I listened to that podcast.
I did hear that.
I listened to that podcast.
Wait, I didn't hear that. What?
So Goldberg was on the Edge and Christian podcast, which just started. He was their first interview, which, by the way, that was an excellent podcast. It's 100% worth listening to, even just for the part where they take Skype voicemails, and the very first one is, I hope this podcast is better than your shitty show on the WWE Network.
Wow.
It's so good. And then also included someone doing an impression of Alan Alda telling a story about Andre the Giant. It was good. Good show.
Why?
Yeah.
Wait, but why? Let's get back to the thing that matters here. Why does Goldberg poop 20 times a day?
He eats
That seems like too many.
12,000 calories a day.
It's like 12 to 15,000 calories.
And like, is lifting all day, and it just is like he's lifting and pooping constantly.
He's like, my body doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, he basically said that this return to WWE is the most miserable he's been in his entire career because of how much he has to eat. to gain the weight. And then, so he talks about how much he's eating and lifting to try and get the Goldberg body back, and then pauses and says, "It's too bad I still look like shit." To which Edge and Christian are like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like, yeah, it's just like...
I mean, that sounds like, again, I'm hearing it here without context. It sounds like just kind of funny, self-deprecating, though, right?
No,
like
he's just 100% serious and like upset.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird.
So he came out today, I think, like since this posted, and he said that like, oh, he's not like actually miserable with his position. He's just like having to work out and eat that much. Like his body is miserable.
Yeah, he definitely implied that in the podcast. It's not that he's miserable, it's that his body is not doing well with, like he said, he gained 60 pounds in 6 weeks of muscle. The amount of effort you have to put through that as a 50-year-old man is... Yeah, I'm like, no, duh, you feel terrible and bloated. Okay. And like,
I have the quote here of the original thing we were talking about. Yeah. I'm nothing but a machine now. I get up in the morning, I eat, I train, I eat, I go to the bathroom about 20 times intermittently throughout the day because I'm shoving 15 to 20,000 calories in my body and it doesn't know what's going on. At 50 years old, it has no idea.
That's funny, but. On the other side of the coin from this, he then also talks about how his son brought him and the Universal Championship to show and tell, and he's like that moment alone makes the entire thing worth it, which is kind of cool.
But that
but they had to leave to poop 4 times during that show and tell segment.
Unfortunately,
so
yeah.
Hold my belt.
Yeah. So. He's fighting Brock Lesnar, who may be on steroids. We don't know.
I think we do know, to be honest.
This main event is chasing history. The shortest WrestleMania main event of all time was Bret Hart versus Yokozuna, and it was like 9 minutes long.
There's no way this is going longer than 9 minutes.
Yeah.
The thing I read, the rumor I guess that I read, was basically them saying like, no, it's gonna go longer than the last Goldberg Lesnar match.
I don't think that's true, actually, unless you count actual wrestled time, because that match was like 20 minutes, which involved about 3 minutes of wrestling. So
bell to bell, you got to go bell to bell. That's
bell to bell. That's the
I think my favorite.
I don't think it's going to last 9 minutes.
I think my favorite stat of all of this is that in the past decade, Goldberg has wrestled 5 minutes and is the WWE champion. In the past 10 years, he has wrestled 5 minutes.
Oh, I hate my life.
And he is main eventing. Well, maybe main eventing.
No, this is there.
Almost certainly.
This is closing it out.
We're having friends over for WrestleMania, and like Janessa jokingly put in our like group chat where we were planning. She was like, "Oh, we can eat dinner during the Goldberg Lesnar match because it'll be boring." And I was like, Janessa, that's going to be the last match. And she was like, "What are you talking about?"
Randy Orton won a main event.
Also, we're each having a pizza roll because that match is going to be done quick.
Yeah. That was my other favorite part of that Edge and Christian show, is that Goldberg is like, I've also been working on cardio just in case this is a long match. And I was like, I don't think you have to worry about it, bro. Like,
buddy, I think you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Also, it's blown up so quickly.
Here's my question. I mean, I know that we're saving the predictions.
Sure.
But I was just like, I'm curious to get some thoughts, not just on like who's going to win this match, but like where the hell do they go with the title after this, regardless of who wins it. Like whether it's Goldberg or Lesnar, like I just don't even know what the hell do they do with it at this point.
I think so. Lesnar wins, 100%. Yeah. There's no way he loses to Goldberg again. And then they kind of do the similar thing to what they did before. I think is that
like who who on the roster right now is in a spot to take on Lesnar?
Roman Reigns.
There's
I don't think it
possible-
is.
It's fresh off of beating the Undertaker.
I think they're
Yeah.
gonna do. I think Roman Reigns is gonna go right back to Braun Strowman.
Maybe.
Maybe that's wishful thinking on my part.
I think
They
a
were
good
pretty good
possibility
together.
of that is AJ Styles on the Raw roster.
Okay, sure.
Another,
As a face?
yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter. People love Brock, so you could easily put him as a heel against Brock.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. with Brock.
Another
I would also
idea.
100% watch a Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar triple threat. That would be a fun match.
I think
Braun getting Germaned.
a match I'd actually like to see is Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I think that could be an interesting one of him trying to get his title back, but now it's
He
on
never had his
Lesnar,
rematch.
You know, now it's on Brock Lesnar, so good luck, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I also feel in this mix has to be at least one match where he beats up the Big Show, because for some reason that always seems to happen whenever Brock needs someone to beat up transitionally. It's going to be the Big Show. But I think it's more like the last time the Brock was champion, and they just kind of elevated the U.S. title, you know.
I mean,
And with Kevin Owens possibly holding it, that makes it very easy for someone to make that title matter, you know.
I guess Seth Rollins versus Lesnar wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah, and maybe even from the opposite end, you know, because
Yeah.
last time they tried that, it was, oh God, can you imagine like a Seth Roman Brock match? Oy.
I bet we'd see a double power bomb, and I bet they'd really make a big deal about it.
Yeah, it sure would.
I bet Seth would hit people with his knee off the
Shades
top
of the
rope.
Shield.
Vintage Shield.
Shades.
The most dominant faction in the history of WWE.
Oy vey.
Not wrong.
What about the Hart Dynasty?
Who?
British Bulldog had 2 belts, tag team belt and the
Not
European
familiar.
Championship.
And the one he
Whoever
wore
you're talking
around his
about.
pants.
Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton for the WWE.
I think this will probably be a
Championship.
good match.
Yes, this can be an excellent match.
I think this is going to be good. And I think what's exciting about this match to me as well, in addition, like, I just think these two work well together. I think it'll be like technically a good match. I'm also just excited to see where this goes from a story. Like, I feel like storyline wise, there's so many different directions this could go in, both in the match and coming out of it. Like, they could 100% turn Bray face here if they wanted. This could be like the motivation for that.
I mean,
I don't know.
Bray supposedly does have newfound magical powers from the spirit of Sister Abigail. So
The ashes that he rubbed on his face.
yeah, Bray Wyatt is actually now Venom Snake. So
That's pretty cool.
We're all the
good
Wyatt
company.
family now.
Apparently the Ascension are now.
That's fine.
Wait, what? Is that true?
They were in something that happened, was it last week on SmackDown, where Randy had like some sort of spell cast on him. I don't know what Bray was doing to him, but
He
like
got
the
kidnapped and
two,
taken to the Wyatt family land.
yeah, the two acolytes that were holding Randy were the Ascension.
Yeah,
Oh, like
Not they're wearing
hooded or
sheet
something?
masks.
they were
yeah.
wearing
It's-
stuff. They weren't.
But you can tell by like their facial hair underneath and their size. That is definitely them.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, really, and in storyline, you know, Bray doesn't have any active WWE roster members under his control at the moment. Now that Luke Harper is his own man, and
Yeah, I was wondering if Luke would come back to him once the
it's a possibility that
switch
can happen.
happened, but it seemed like it didn't. Like Bray fought him again last week, right?
Yeah,
or
this week. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
was the whole point, is that I think Luke Harper's character is that now that he is out from Bray Wyatt's control, he is happy being able to destroy everything in his path.
Sure.
And so
He's learned what a
Same.
ponytail is.
So yeah, he's decided to steal the wardrobe of Dean Ambrose, and now he comes out in jeans and a black A shirt. So, sure, that's fine.
Well, you can't see the stains as bad on a black shirt.
That's right.
You don't have to wash it as often.
That's the facts. That's just true.
I wish this was the main event because it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, I think this will be a good match. I think it'll be cool. There's a lot of stuff I want to see what they do with. I'm glad, like, I read an interview with Orton where he was talking about how basically he's been having a blast doing this. He's been having more fun than he's had in years. And I think it shows.
It 100% shows.
Yeah, and he also said, like, one of the things he's loving about it is they're letting him kind of be, like, maybe not 100% heel, but, like, certainly, like, on the edge at the very least, like, with shit like burning down the Wyatt compound.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna go as far heel as they will let me go with this stuff.
Good.
Because that's just the stuff he prefers, and I think he's better at it as well.
Well,
So
yeah, a straight face Randy Orton is always way too corny. So I'm glad.
yeah.
You know, this works much better for him. It's good. It's a good.
And this is sort of
WrestleMania
like
card.
a mission statement for maybe not mid, but like this is whoever wins this match says a lot about what WWE thinks about these people, where they are in their respective careers, what the next year is going to look like. This is a big
Yeah.
statement for WWE.
Sure.
Either way, yeah. All right, so let's run down the card and do some predictions here.
All right.
Let's start with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, I've been waffling on this. I was convinced that it was going to be Braun Strowman. And then I kind of went back and forth, and I thought, like, you know, there's a possibility of maybe even the Big Show winning is some kind of, like, weird thing since he didn't get his match with Shaq. But
He's won it.
I think I've settled on the winner is going to be Mojo Rawley. Guaranteed. It's a lock.
Wow.
And that shot of Rob Gronkowski in the audience when his friend wins is going to be fantastic.
I think it's Braun Strowman. I think it's a no-brainer. I'm not like a huge Braun fan or anything, but I just, for what the kind of build they're trying to make for him, this is the match that shit is made for, and they would be crazy to not give it to him.
Yeah, I also am definitely leaning Braun. I wanted to say Sami Zayn for the whole, like, I'm going to win it for Mick Foley, but they're moving on from Mick Foley, so
Yeah.
who helps by
Yeah.
winning something for him? So yeah, I'm
And also,
Braun.
like, they're so comfortably in, like, shitting all over Sami Zayn mode at this point that I
Yeah.
don't see that changing around anytime
He's definitely,
particularly soon.
definitely taking it on the chin lately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird that they have this big angle, like, you're either going to be fired or you're in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and I don't know which is worse for his career.
Hey, Baron Corbin got a singles title match at WrestleMania.
That's true, but
everyone is
Sami
a
Zayn
Sheamus.
is not Baron Corbin.
Well, that's true.
He's on a much better level as a wrestler, and he deserves a lot better. Like a nice, awesome singles match and at WrestleMania.
I believe I said this when he got called up, but Sami Zayn is destined to be the new Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah,
And that he's a
for
great
that's
worker that
his whole
WWE doesn't
thing.
give a shit about. Yeah.
That was like his whole thing in NXT.
Yeah.
I'm going Sammy with Mojo as my dark horse.
I'm actually also, I've learned from actually listening to Sam Roberts' podcast as he talked about going at the last WWE, the SmackDown pay-per-view, since he was on the pre-show. And the call time to be there was 11 a.m. And as he's walking through the door, he sees Mojo Rawley, who turns around and yells at the top of his lungs, "What's the haps, Playboy?" And it just makes me happy to know that Mojo Rawley actually is his character in real life.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
He is actually always hype. That would be great if you won it. I'd love that. Neville versus Austin Aries. I think it's an easy win for Neville. I don't like Austin Aries, so I don't want him to win. But also, like, heels never win a lot at the pre-shows. No, I'm still going to go Neville. Fuck Austin Aries.
Neville to SummerSlam.
Yeah. I feel like they could pull the trigger on Aries right now, but it'd be a terrible idea.
Yeah, Neville's doing
going
so
with
good
Neville.
as a heel. I hope they just like
The king of the
Keep
cruiserweight
it
thing
up.
is just too good right now.
Mhm.
He's the one guy that's making that division work. So
I think they don't build up people enough in that division, and like Aries getting this match like 2 weeks before WrestleMania.
lame,
Um,
very lame.
like Neville had experience in WWE, like recent experience, to like kind of be his build up, and then he turned heel and was awesome. But Austin, I don't think he's connected yet.
No. Although it is Orlando, it is the home of TNA. But
That's true, but it's
But-
not Milwaukee.
yeah, I'm still going Neville. All right, so let's go back to the main card. Triple threat ladder match. The Club, Enzo and Cass, Cesaro and Sheamus. I think Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson take this one. Retain that championship. Neither of these other teams really need it in any way.
I don't think Enzo and Cass get it until a New York pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Is SummerSlam in New York again this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes way more sense to me.
Also, I think if anyone's going to lose it to the Hardys, it should be the Club more so than either of those other teams. If that
Yeah.
happens.
I think it's Enzo and Cass, and I don't think they lose to the Hardys.
That's fair. Phil gave up completely on this match.
I don't know.
Okay. Great.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't have any very strong feelings about this one.
Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin.
Oh no, a match I care even less about.
Yeah, I think Baron Corbin gets a title.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. I mean, we kind of already said this, but Cena and Nikki Bella win, and then there's a proposal.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Miz deserves to win it, but I feel like for the sake of that
Story.
of that story, I feel like it's probably got to be.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Savage proposed to Miss Elizabeth after losing to the Ultimate Warrior. I mean, there's a strong tradition of proposing after losing matches, and it's like he said in the thing. I mean, Miz is going to be there on Tuesday, and John Cena's not.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I mean, anything like a proposal is always a redeeming thing. Like you win with the fans if you propose to somebody after a match. So,
Is that true?
I don't know.
I got to try that.
It's too late, I think, for you to propose to anybody.
Phil, did you win to the fans when you proposed in front of a crowd?
No,
Oh, that's true. You did propose in front of a crowd.
nobody cared.
I did.
They booed.
What?
Well, Janessa probably cared. Probably. Maybe not.
She booed the loudest.
That actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it. I don't blame her.
She knew. She knew where her life was going.
Kit Kat loving motherfucker. Get out of my face. Chris Jericho.
What is your problem with Kit Kats?
Chris Jericho versus Kevin
What's your
Owens
agenda?
for the U.S. title. Kevin Owens wins. Gets that title.
Yeah, I think
and makes
Owens
that
wins.
thing awesome on Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets his
Sure.
U.S. title back.
Do you think there's any cool entrance for that? Does Jericho just have like?
Jericho gets the jacket back? The lights go out. The jacket lights up.
Yeah,
The
we'll
whole
do a
thing.
big Jericho
The
entrance.
whole thing. And
He might
KO
get the
just gets
count
his thing.
back.
Maybe we'll get the count. Actually,
What a good Jericho run this has turned into.
it's fantastic. It's just been great. I'm really happy with it. And then he's going to do Fozzy. Bailey versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. Gosh, I feel like I've picked
It's
a lot
tough.
of heels. I've picked a lot of heels so far. Other than Cena and Nikki. But I think this ends up being Bayley and Sasha as the last two, and Bayley wins.
I would like to see Bayley
And
win this.
I think
I feel like
Sasha
this is like in terms of that, you always want that big WrestleMania moment of the face overcoming.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one match where I think you can get that on this whole card.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think any turn happens on the next day. But I think Bayley wins this against Sasha, and that turns into whatever the new feud is the next day. Probably.
I mean, there could always be like a handshake between Sasha and Charlotte during the match, and then they both turn to like beat up Bayley.
Yeah.
So
Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. Please let AJ win.
I think we all win.
Yeah, no matter who wins, everyone wins at this match.
Yeah, AJ.
Yeah, AJ.
AJ wins and then gets sent to Raw in trade for
as
Roman
punishment.
Reigns. In trade, for
Actually,
Roman
like
Reigns.
I actually think that's a pretty legit, good idea.
Because Shane's not going to want to keep him around storyline wise.
I really liked the idea. Kind of like after he was fired, people were talking about like, oh, he no longer works for SmackDown. Like Stephanie could just hire him as a free agent, and then he could still have the match. Obviously, that didn't happen. But I thought that was a cool way that could have gone down.
Yeah. That actually could have been pretty cool. Seth Rollins versus Triple H. I think, Samoa Joe shows up and messes around in this match. I don't think Finn Balor shows up. I think Seth is going to overcome the odds.
I think it makes sense. Here's why I think it makes sense. We know Finn Balor is healed. We know he's healed up. He's ready to go. And we know that they've been keeping him off TV for a reason.
And he has been wrestling against Triple H in house shows.
Yeah, I feel like it all, the pieces come together for me personally. They make sense.
He is another Triple H golden boy.
Yeah, that failed
former
Triple H.
NXT champion, handpicked.
I guess what I'm saying is I want to believe that happens. But regardless, I think Seth overcomes the odds and wins somehow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be contrary here. I think Triple H could win this just because I'm not sure Seth can go, and it's much easier to lose than to win if you can't actually perform.
Yeah.
Wait, you think he's actually not ready?
I think he might not be like work a no DQ WrestleMania match ready.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's doing Insecurity ready. Like he's
always doing. Yeah.
That's what he was doing in like against Triple H in the ring on Raw.
True.
Like he's using those legs.
Yeah, I mean the leg thing is clearly fraudulent, but who knows? They could just be being careful with them too. But then obviously doing Insecurity is not being careful. So.
Well, which leg did he kick with?
It was the one with his brace.
Was the one being held or the one that he jumped off of?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But he was also like kicking him with that leg.
You'd think the impact would be not good if it was
like there were a few moves that he did. I'm like, I'm surprised you're not using the other one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I still think Seth takes that.
The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns.
I
think Roman wins.
Man.
I think Roman wins. I would like for Roman to finally do it at WrestleMania, but I think they're just going to have Roman win clean 100% and look for cheers and not find any.
They can't be that stupid.
They can't be. Not anymore. Man, it's tough.
I am never going to be talked out of Vince McMahon's stubbornness. Never. I believe that he is the most stubborn one of all, and that will actually happen. I'd like to.
Here's my guess. My guess is, Roman wins, and then Undertaker gets on the mic after.
No.
And he says, "This is my last match. You retire at the big dog. And Roman, I just want everyone to know that you're the best. You did it. And I love you. And you're wonderful. Okay. You're an amazing wrestler. And I hope that the crowd cheers for you because you're so good." And he shakes his hand. And he gives him a hug. And the crowd goes wild out of respect for Undertaker. And then Roman gets all of the Undertaker's magical powers are now with Roman. Done.
I like that, but could Undertaker put his hat on Roman Reigns? Like he takes it off.
Yes.
His head, puts it on.
And then he says, "Yeah, you're the big dog now.
Piece de resistance.
This is your yard, Roman." And then
Roman, I thought it was my yard.
It's actually,
but it turns out it was your yard all along.
Yeah, he says, "Welcome to my house." So you think the Undertaker lifts Roman's arm? You think they do that, like this thing?
I do. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be like I think it's going to be a like you really proved yourself to me. You proved that you deserve this.
Do they walk out together and do the arm thing? Like the raised.
I think Undertaker's gonna carry Roman out in his arms.
Yeah. Well, they're just gonna both get on the roller coaster and ride away together.
Are there gonna be people riding roller coasters down to the ring?
Have you seen how long the ramp is? Jeez, they're gonna put these guys in something to get them down. Well, actually, I already came up with the ramp is really long, and there's a high possibility that the Undertaker could get gassed making it down the ring. So my idea for the Undertaker entrance is that it's just going to be a bunch of druids bringing out a coffin, and then the Undertaker comes out of the coffin, so he doesn't actually have to move at all to get down to the ring. Well, it's either that or he's going to ride the roller coaster car.
Well, like the Royal Rumble,
or the motorcycle. He could ride a motorcycle down.
They were like carting people to the ring during the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was only a few people, right?
It was like Braun,
like
Kane,
Big E,
Big Show. Basically, all the big guys I think it'll be like the first Rock and Cena when like Cena lifts the Rock's arm and then like looks down like this way, like he's clearly disgusted with himself. It'll be like that. Goldberg. Sorry. Nope. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you think that Roman Reigns then gains the power to actually turn into a big dog?
That would be awesome. What kind of dog do you think he'd be?
Here's how WWE can make me like Roman Reigns. Is if every time he comes down the ring and he gets in the ring and he just stands in the center of the ring and goes, "Ow!"
I mean, he sort of does that before he does the Superman punch, right?
Yeah, he doesn't make the noise.
He does it backwards though. He goes ooh ah instead of ah ooh.
Yeah, he doesn't quite understand how a dog sounds. I think.
He's a reverse dog.
Roman Reigns has never seen a dog in real life.
He thought the Shield were all actual dogs because they were the Hounds of Justice. So he's like, "Oh, okay. I'm just gonna make."
This is how dogs are.
Yeah, this is what dogs do.
Ow! I really want that to be a thing now.
I'm not a good dog. I'm not a bad dog. I'm just the dog.
Now take me for a walk.
You got because he has such the big mouth with the ooh wah and like doing it would be like the like that.
Oh god. Oh no. Jesus. Goldberg. Guys, he's the champion. But he's gonna fight Brock Lesnar and try not to poop himself in the ring. Will he succeed? Will Goldberg poo himself in the ring? Yes or no?
See, now in addition to to Undertaker being retired in the most embarrassing way possible. I want
Goldberg to shit
Goldberg to
himself.
just shit himself in the ring.
Like he's going to do the jackhammer. And it just...
I love the idea that Goldberg's like, this whole run has been worth it because my kid finally respects me. And then he just lets it out.
I hope
best WrestleMania ever. If Goldberg shits
streamers,
himself in the ring,
people just throw toilet paper at the end of his match out of respect.
The best time to poop yourself in this match, if you're Goldberg, is while you're getting the German suplex, the overhead German suplex.
It's the facts.
Oh no.
He's like a 48-minute window to do this match.
Luckily, the match itself is going to be 48 seconds.
48-minute window. I love it because it's funny because like the idea that this could possibly be any longer than like 10 minutes at max.
Yeah. God. So
I think like
he poops himself in that match. Is it the end of professional wrestling?
That's the serious finale for WWE.
So when they film him coming from the back of the locker room, is he just coming out of the shitter and then straight to the ring? He's just coming
out of the, and he's got like, he's like walks through and like, hits his head in the locker, and then they do the cut, and he just has like a piece of toilet paper stuck to the bottom of his shoe as he comes out down the ramp.
It's not. So when he comes out and they spray like, whatever gas and
it's actually just
sparklers at him, it's actually air freshener.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna break down this. I'm gonna break down this entire match. This is what's gonna happen. So the match is gonna start, and Brock is gonna take a spear and then a jackhammer, and then he's gonna kick out, and then he's going to suplex Goldberg, and then give him 3 F5s, going for a pin after each one. On the third one, he gets the pin. That's the entire match.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Somewhere in there, Goldberg shits himself. But I'm not going to spoil win. Okay? All right.
Ultimate thrill ride.
Yeah, the ultimate thrill ride. Will Goldberg shit himself? Maybe he's just going to wear an adult diaper down. That's going to be, instead of trunks, he's just going to come down in a Depends. And he's just going to cover it up with the belt. Goldberg's going to go to hug his family after the match, and they're just going to, like, back away. They don't want anything to do with it.
Do you think his son will have his shirt on?
Like, so at the end of Cena's match, he proposes, and at the end of Goldberg's match, his wife wants a divorce.
Who's next in the line to the bathroom? Because I've got a match.
What's with that spray tan on your legs?
Ugh.
Toilet in the dressing room. You're next. All right, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. How many shits in this match?
0.
Bray Wyatt's gonna be wearing those white pants, so everyone will know. I'm just saying.
This will be a good match. I'm voting Bray Wyatt. I think it's his time.
I think Randy Orton. It's Randy Orton's time. He's not yet won enough championships in my mind. But no, really,
I think he's against Bray Wyatt in one of these, and I'm not going to start now.
Okay.
My heart says Bray. My mind says Randy.
Mm-hmm. And then he sets Bray Wyatt on fire at the end.
Yeah, great.
God, that'd be a great ending.
Oh, that would be real good.
Yeah, right?
Hell yeah.
That's how you close WrestleMania.
What if he burns?
No, you're gonna close WrestleMania with Goldberg in the middle of the ring, covered in shit, holding the Universe Championship, hugging it close to his body, sobbing.
Yes. See, I still believe that Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt close. So that WrestleMania actually ends.
You're crazy. You're so wrong.
WrestleMania actually ends with Bray Wyatt set on fire in a shit covered.
They don't even replace the apron in this one.
It's just like UFC where they leave all the blood stains.
This is why we should be booking this stuff.
Yeah. All right. Do y'all want my batshit crazy prediction for this pay-per-view?
As opposed to the Goldberg.
That's definitely not going to happen.
Sure.
It'll be good.
So there it is. There it is, people. Phil, how'd you know?
Yeah, lucky guess.
This would be
No,
the
I actually
dumbest.
want your guess.
My weird prediction here. Never gonna happen. Makes sense. It's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna build off of this whole Randy Orton setting Bray Wyatt on fire. He disappears, and out comes Sister Abigail, and then it's like this weird body swap thing where he's actually a women's wrestler now as Sister Abigail, but it's a different person.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Bailey.
Just Bailey.
It's Mina.
It's Emma, actually. That's her new gimmick.
Oh, okay. Emma's
Final.
transformation into
That's the
Sister
new
Abigail.
Emma. Yeah, that's right. Sister Abigail.
She showed up yet?
Yes, once, and then she left immediately saying that she's transforming back into Emma.
Yes. In fact, that's Sister Abigail's actual name is Emelina Abigail Wyatt.
Perfect. She's from Australia.
All right, that's WrestleMania, folks.
We did it.
All right, I only have one thing left to say, and it's "Ow."
We don't care about anything else, do we? Do we want to talk about NXT? Like, whatever.
Nah. I gotta go. Actually, I gotta help put Sammy to bed. But
okay. Well then, here. Well, thanks for
I'll
being
see
on,
you guys.
Phil. You want to do
I'll
some
see you guys during the Ultimate Thrill Ride. Yeah, I'm at twitter.com/pcolar. I'll be tweeting all day on Sunday about WrestleMania, and then when I'm not tweeting about WrestleMania, I'll probably be tweeting about Hearthstone cards. Yeah, I have I write stuff at Polygon.com. I got a review of Persona 5 that just went up. I played that game for like 100 hours, so please go read that review so that I don't feel like I wasted my life.
But I do have a question for you on that review.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why so low?
It's a bad game.
Okay.
It's a bad game for bad people.
Makes sense.
I hear GameSpot put the end in their video review.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, apparently they put like something from the very end at the end.
Watch
their video
that shit.
review.
Well, if you didn't know what it was, that's probably fine then.
I'm gonna watch it right now. Hold on.
I have the memory of a goldfish.
Goldberg.
I'm watching it right now, so I'll let you guys know what's up.
Sure. John,
And then I'm gonna describe to you the ending in detail as I watch.
Yeah.
thanks for being on, John.
Hey, you're welcome.
Where can people find you?
Mr. Worldwide can only be in one place at a time, and I'm glad that it's here.
Okay. Is that the
Um,
opposite of being Mr. Worldwide?
No, we're playing with the idea.
Okay, sure.
We're workshopping.
It's a new gimmick, so.
We haven't built it up quite yet. You can find me on Twitter at Pitbull.
Dale.
Twitter.com/John_Carson. Twitch.tv/John Carson Games. tinyurl.com/John Carson Games. That's my YouTube channel. Putting a WoW video up tomorrow.
Cool.
That's all. You can find me on here.
Sure. Art.
Suplex Friends.
Suplex Friends. Streamfriends.cool. Art, thanks for being on.
Of course.
Thanks for your total Bella's insight today on the true face of John Cena.
Reality show expert.
Yeah. Where can people find you on the internet?
They can read stuff from me at comicmix.com. They can check out Friends of the Table at friendsoftetable.net. If you're watching this live, please consider checking out Allie's stream tomorrow. She's doing a little marathon to pay for her dental troubles.
Oh,
If you're not watching this live, I don't know. See if Allie wants some money.
She
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
Ask her. You never know.
Yeah.
Where's that
even
stream
if she gets
happening?
money tomorrow. Her Twitch, I think.
good for Natalie.
Yeah, that must be it.
I hope that's
I don't know.
it.
Check her out on Twitter at Allie_West.
Yeah.
And me on Twitter at Atebble.
And everyone can find me on Twitter at Dylan Hecht, DYLANHECHT. You can check out Stream Friends video archives at streamfriends.cool. There is a Zelda video up for Breath of the Wild stuff where I die a lot. And you can check out the Suplex Friends archives and show notes and find us in video and audio format at suplexfriends.com. And I guess until whatever the fuck is next. What is it? What's next?
Payback? I'm going to Payback. I don't know if that's the next one, I guess, but I'm going to that.
It is the next one.
Is that a Raw?
'Cause that's
or a
in,
SmackDown?
it's a Raw one. It's in San Jose.
Okay.
So I got tickets.
Cool,
I'm gonna
man.
go to it. I'm gonna take Sammy
Sweet.
so I can give you guys the live report. I can call in live from it.
Please do.
You want to call in live from the
Oh,
show?
man.
That would be great, except we record our show about 4 days before the event usually.
Well,
But you could
I
just
mean-
call.
Time
play
travel?
with the format a little
Listen.
bit.
This is not a part-time appearance.
If you're
for the
watching
caller.
Payback, I'll be the one up in the top of the stands because I got cheap tickets, and I'll have my hands cupped to my mouth, and I'll be going ow whenever I see Roman Reigns. That's me. That's the one.
Okay. Well, until Payback, we'll see you later, Internet. Awoo!
Oh.